Trouble, 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 trouble been dogging my soul since the day I was born. Worry, 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 worry just will not seem to leave my mind alone. Well, I've been saved by a woman.
Now the theme for this update I think is going to be trouble. We've managed to clear out the side passage of the house. This is going to be the one that we move the dustbins down, but you can see that Paul, our builder, is taking out all of the bad bricks. And if I come down here, you'll see that he's taken out the bricks at the back of the fireplace. In there, that's the back of the fireplace in the nook. I don't know if you can see this, but there's a silver, that silver thing is the chimney flue. And that's all got to be sorted. If we take this brick out, this is quite interesting. Behind this brick, you see all that? That is soot. That is soot. Smells divine, but yuck. That means we've got to have the chimneys all swept. The other thing, which we've discovered, which is less than good, is that the whole corner of the house is rubbish. Look at this, this is what, 1, 2, 3, this is about 8-10 courses of bricks above the damp course. Paul has had to take all those out. So, trouble. Signs that the electrics is developing. We have a doorbell wire. No doorbell, but we've got a wire. Ding dong. So if you come into the hall now, oh, all the plaster's gone. That bit of wallpaper that was there, all the plaster has disappeared from the hall, stairs and round it, and the back passage. And the pile grows and grows. The dining room is still a mess. This is all the pipe insulation from where the old central heating system has been taken out. Paul has done all of his timber treatment work in here, and everything has been sprayed to stop it going all horrid again. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you under the floor and show you what he's done. So I'm now standing in a hole in the floor. I brought my light down with me. Come down here. This is all the shingle that he's put down, and he has cleaned all this out. Isn't it lovely? I never thought that under your floors could be so lovely. You can see all the spraying that's been going on over there. These wires, of course, are the First Fix electrics. But isn't that lovely there? Just to compare that with this side. This side hasn't been shingled yet, because we haven't got any problems that side. Under the floor of the house, isn't it gorgeous? And then back up to floor level, and you can see that actually, if I turn this round, it comes up to what, waist height? So I'm waist high. And what you missed there was the rather unceremonious and rather ugly appearance of me climbing out of a hole. But this room, got some woodwork to do over there, but we're nearly done here. I think Paul's saving this for a rainy day. So we've acquired this great big pile of plywood because we have now revealed the floor in the hall and our electrical stuff. Get into focus, thank you. All our electrical stuff has turned up. So here's the hall without any of that horrible plastic flooring. And we've done the sitting room as well. A bit of a repair which supports our theory that there's been an issue in this corner. But now we have lovely floorboards to work with. And I found this on the wall. I've taken a photo of this. I'll see if I can get this captured. This says, we think, decorated by C. Oliver, June the 6th, 1901. It's been written on our wall. A little bit of history. So we finished this Friday by taking the floor up in our nook. We've discovered some lovely green tiles. That were under the hearth. They're obviously the original hearth tiles. And then I've pulled the skirting boards off, which hasn't gone entirely to plan. Oops. And our poor old nook is really taking it. It now looks as if we're going to take all of the plaster off. And this is the bit that's quite exciting. We've got this going on up here. That's quite interesting, isn't it? How that doesn't fit anymore. Luckily our builder just laughed and said, I'll sort that out. So all these walls, we're going to take all the plaster off and we're going to have this room completely replastered. This is what we've got now. We had a bit of a disaster in here yesterday because the bath used to be here, and where these two white stops are used to be the hot and cold feeds. And I managed to bash one of them yesterday where the bath was, and we got a leak which went through the floor. You can see the floor is quite dark down there, and I ended up flooding the kitchen. Brilliant. Well done, Barry. But you can see the shower's now gone. The toilet's back working again, which is good news. But there's the bath. Got the bath out. And we found this under the bathroom floor. I can focus in on this. A packet of 10 Park Drive, still with the silver paper and some tobacco still in it. I wonder how long that's been here. Now, one of the big jobs that we had, one of the big jobs that Paul is tackling, are the wall ties, and that's what these are. This is a wall tie. This is about 10 inches long, and it sits between the inner and the outer walls of the house. And the problem is that they rust. If I can focus in, you'll see that it's quite badly rusted. Excuse the wobbly camera work. It's quite badly corroded. And what happens is they sit in the mortar courses between the inside and the outside brickwork, and they rust and they split the bricks, and that's what causes the problems with the movement in the walls. And there's probably 200 of these. Paul's got to take them out and replace them. Our pile of rubble grows bigger every day, because in here we've taken all the plaster off. We were advised by the builder that it was probably a good idea to get rid of it all. And we've still got a load left. And you can see we've got some issues up here. This is soot apparently. So the sorts issue is nowhere near as bad as he thought it was, which is good. We've got a few cracks in the wall, and this is lovely, look. We don't need a door into the bathroom because You just take the brick out and sneak through. How good is that? Now this is the master bedroom, and we're going to have a doorway knock through for the ensuite. And we've had a few issues in that the doorway has revealed that most of the brickwork is rubbish. So Paul's had to do this, and now we're going to rebuild the wall to be in good condition. I was going to do a time lapse of Paul making this doorway, but I don't think he'd have been that impressed. So we're nearly there, nearly there. And the outgoes can come out, and then the lintel is down here. This concrete lintel, Paul and I carry that upstairs. And let me tell you, it weighs a bit. So we're reusing some of the bricks that came out of that hole. Clearly the skirting board will go, but that's our doorway. We're going to walk into here, and this bit of wood against the wall is where the wall of the ensuite is going to be, up there. So all this will be our ensuite, and then you could time warp into the family bathroom, and this is the family bathroom half. Set of step ladders in every bathroom. Lovely bit of brickwork. Yeah, nice brickwork. This is the main guest room, and again, no plaster. This is where the salt problem has been. So we've taken all the plaster off. This is quite interesting. In the old days, when they plastered a corner, they used circular doweling. This is wooden doweling, which goes right across the corner, and then they plaster up to it this way and that way. These days we use metal, but clearly wood was de rigueur at the time. Elsewhere in the guest bedroom we've got cracks in walls, cracks in alcoves. So we've got again plaster to come off in here and another replastering job. So here's the second guest room now without any plaster. So no ceiling, no plaster, no skirting boards. We're rebuilding this room from the ground up, and we have this problem. This is similar to the problem we've got downstairs in the nook, where the bricks have all cracked. That's all cracked as well. If I can avoid the backlight issue, this gap in here where the windows are is full of newspaper. All this was full of newspaper from 2006, the Daily Mirror from 2006. Now this was one job that was done today. A bit difficult to see this, but I'll pan in. You can see the those amongst you with good memories will remember a tree stump there. We had 5 tree stumps removed today by Alex and the boys, paving the way to have that area cleared for the shed, and it appears that Johnny is coming to do all that in the next 10 days. Hoorah! Just coming out into the garden. We've had a bit of clearance work going on out here so that we can get some things done. I just want to show you these. These arrived yesterday. Let's try and film this. These are the decorative replacement bricks that are going to go on the front of the house. I'll take one of these out, you can see them. Isn't it lovely? Get my shadow out of the way. Aren't they lovely? They go on the front of the house where the old ones are somewhat knackered. Not sure this will catch on as the latest trend in outside toilets, but we've started to demolish the outside outhouse, the little shed bit has gone. What a lovely pink wall. What colour should we paint the wall, darling? Pink. Oh yes. And here's the back. And I've discovered a chimney pot. Look at that. It's beautiful. I think I'm going to try and rescue that. There's the wall and the ceiling, which we can't get down. And there's all the garbage. And in there somewhere is an little family of frogs, which we keep finding. Little happy frogs. Or not happy frogs, because we keep moving them. But we're talking to our next door neighbours today, and apparently in this garden somewhere there's a pond. So I think what I might do is take a few pictures and start a spot the pond competition.